Hey guys, it's Paige. So today we're reading 2 Corinthians chapter 4. Before we begin, I wanted to just give a brief little history about 2 Corinthians. So it is the second letter that Paul wrote to the church in Corinth. We believe that there was a letter that Paul sent in between 1st and 2nd Corinthians. However, we don't have that, so we just have 2nd Corinthians, which would probably be 3rd Corinthians. Anyways, the main theme of 2nd Corinthians is that we are no longer bound to our sin. We're no longer slaves to our sin, to ourselves. We belong to Christ. We are God's children. And yeah, so that's the main theme of 2 Corinthians. And today, so the verses for today are verses 16 through 18 of chapter 4. I'm going to go ahead and read that. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Well, we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So basically, just to kind of dissect what these verses are saying, is that as we age outwardly, our bodies are perishing, but our inward selves, our souls, are growing to be more and more like God. They are being renewed every day. They are making us to look more like Jesus. So basically, God is making us new every day, even though our outward selves look like we're perishing. And so in verse 17, in the context of eternity, our trials are for such a minuscule amount of time compared to an eternity spent with Christ. So even if what we're going through just seems so hard, because it can feel so hard, we need to remember that our trials are actually working for us. They are making us to look more like Christ, to growing us into Christ, to be more like Him. Our trials will gain us an eternal glory, and that is really awesome. That was the main thing that kind of stuck out to me, that our trials are working for us. They're not against us. That our trials are for our good, even though our good might not seem like a worldly idea of good, but to make us more like Christ and for His glory, to make Him known. And then in verse 18, we just need to focus on the eternal. We need to focus on Christ, rest our eyes on Him, because He is the only constant thing in our lives, as we can definitely see through this time, that nothing is constant like God. Nothing is constant like Jesus. He is always there, and we just need to look to Him and rest our eyes on Him, because He is eternal. He never ends. He is just amazing. We just need to focus on Him, not on what we have right here and right now.